Hey guys, so of course my next review will be on the awesome-rific Blue Beetle number 2. Now at the end of Justice League number 2, I did not show you what comics I picked up, so I'm going to show you now. So of course, you know, I got Blue Beetle number 2, and of course Justice League number 2, Nightwing number 2, which I will be reviewing, of course, after I review this. Next up, we got Batman number 2. Interesting about this issue is that I have to review issue 1 before I review issue 2 for you guys, so you're gonna have to wait for issue 2. So issue 1 should be coming out soon, before after Nightwing. So yeah, and then issue 2, and then DC Comics, not DC Comics, but DC Universe Online Legends number 16. Told you guys I won't be reviewing this until I finish all of them, but 10 more issues till we're all finished. Yeah. And then we have Young Justice number 9. I got 2, of course. One for me, one for my girlfriend. And yeah, going to review Young Justice number 9 after I review. God damn, I already forgot. When was the last one that came before? Batman. Not Batman, DC Universe. But no, yeah, Batman though. After I review Young Justice number 9, after I review Batman. And then Wonder Woman number 2 for my girlfriend. Yep, there we go. So, on to the review of Blue Beetle number 2. Okay, let me talk about Blue Beetle number 1 first, before I go on. In Blue Beetle number 1, you get introduced to Paco, Jaime, and Brenda. And you also get introduced to the Reach and the Blue Scarab and how it got to Earth. Now, that's just a brief thing, and then I just skipped to the end for you in issue number 1. Jaime and Paco are going to Brenda's quinceañera, and as they're going over there, they actually bump into Plasma and Phobia and Warp, who are the Brotherhood of Evil. So they bump into them, and of course a Blue Scarab gets latched onto Jaime and he transforms into a Blue Beetle, and that's the end of the issue. Now issue 2 picks off with how issue number 1 ended. You actually get to see, in first-person point of view, how Jaime is seeing the villains, the 2 villains that were going after him in the last issue. You actually get to see his, like first-person point of view, how he looks at them through the suit. So, of course, the suit actually scans an X-ray vision where the brain and heart was, and actually shows him where he can actually kill them. So the suit is telling him to kill the 2 villains, and he doesn't want to kill them. He's freaking out. He's like, "What's this thing on me? What is this? What is this? Who is this voice talking to me?" He starts talking to the suit, but of course, he thinks he's going crazy and stuff like that, and he starts freaking out. And then of course he remembers that they hurt Paco, and he gets pissed off, and his hand transforms into these long little fingernails, and he stabs both the villains. Not killing them instantly, but injuring them seriously, badly, really badly. And he realizes what's going on, and he's like, "Finish the job." The suit's telling him to kill them, but he doesn't want to kill them. The suit keeps telling him to kill them, but he doesn't want to. And he's like, "We don't do that. I don't kill people." And he goes off and he says, "I have to find Paco." And he runs off and finds Paco. And as he goes off to find Paco, of course Paco doesn't know who he is. He's in a Blue Beetle costume. No one, Paco can't recognize him. And of course Plasma and Phobia has to get into a fight with him. So he fights with Phobia and Plasma for a little bit, and then he escapes with Paco. And still Paco doesn't know who he is, so he's freaking out. And of course Jaime also is freaking out too, because he doesn't even know what's going on either. Then we cut off to Brenda's quinceañera. She is having a great time at her party, and her aunt's introduced, and they're talking about stuff and telling her Brenda needs to get a boyfriend, a perfect boyfriend, or the right boyfriend, and of course Brenda doesn't want to, and stuff like that, blah blah blah. And yeah, after that, of course, Jaime has to go to the party, so he comes in with the Blue Beetle costume and drops down Paco. Of course, Paco's still freaking out, doesn't know who he is. Yeah, and of course he still hasn't revealed himself. But yeah, you actually get to see that he's trying to reveal his identity to Paco, Brenda, and her aunt. But the suit won't let him. The suit is trying to tell him, don't do it, don't do it. You're going to like abort the mission or like ruin the mission if you do it. And then he's like, no, but I have to, you know. And then he makes him barf, and like the suit makes Jaime barf, and it barfs all over Brenda's aunt's shoes or heels, and she gets pissed off and tells him to leave. And of course, he actually has to go, and he leaves, and you open up with the other part, the Reaches, the other Blue Beetles or the Reach, talking about they located the Blue Beetle scarab on Earth, and Kaji Kai is interested in going over to Earth and finding the Blue Beetle because they thought that it was destroyed when it fell on Earth, but then it popped up again, so they got interested, and now they're going to invade Earth or going to Earth to find Jaime and recruit him. Now, what's interesting about this comic is you actually get to see Jaime, you know, talking to the suit, and he's having trouble. Like I said, he's having trouble controlling the suit because at first Jaime does not have control of it. The Reach controls it, or the Scarab controls him. So as he is like trying to, you know, not kill these villains at first, he had hold back, and he couldn't reveal his secret identity because the suit won't let him. But I heard that throughout the issues, he will have a harder time controlling the suit, and the suit will be controlling him more often. But what they said is that Jaime has to teach the suit human responsibilities and human life and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting. I want to see that. The issue was okay. It was good, but still the Spanglish. I know I can't read Spanish, so like sometimes when you read the Spanglish, it kind of distracts me from reading the whole issue. But still, all in all, it's just a nitpick for me. But yeah, I still liked it. Really highly recommend you guys picking this up. I still want this to keep going on. I don't want Blue Beetle to die out. I want it to keep going on. But yeah, pick Blue Beetle up, and hopefully we get to see Jaime in his suit more often in issue number 3 with the Reach. So yeah, pick issue 2 up if you guys can. So here we go.